After that defensive timeout, we're ready for action. The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. They'll run it off the toss. Touchdown, marching right down the field for an opening score.
The head coach decides he wants to be the aggressor in this situation. On 4th and goal, he goes for it. Nice play call that time.
Makes the PAT. The Lions really showed their strength on that last drive, piling up over 70 yards rushing. Catches it at the 2 and starts his return. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Steelers now coming to the line. Been a closely contested game so far. The score's 7-0. First down at the 21. Makes the catch in the open field.
Well, when there's under 2 minutes to go, good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Drop back, shotgun formation. Antonio Brown has the catch. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
A spectacular catch. That receiver, Phil, is a quarterback's dream. Going high in the air on a high throw and getting the reception.
Oh, man, do quarterbacks love that? They throw it and think, oh, my gosh, that's bad. They're ready to chase the defender down with an interception. But no, the wide receiver goes up and just makes an awesome catch.
Roethlisberger's 3 for 3 with that completion. Now inside the 10 and at the 9. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. It's complete to Martavis Bryant.
Bryant's one of the best in the NFL when it comes to running routes towards the sideline. That time he gets out there and he puts that inside foot into the ground, breaks outside. The throw is on target. Good solid game, just short of that first down marker.
Here's Miller. Steelers in for the touchdown. Heading toward halftime, and the complexion of this game certainly has changed as they've now tied it up with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you're tied up at halftime, you don't know how to look at it sometimes. Are we doing great, or are we not playing well enough to be winning? So each team, each coach has to go in there at halftime and give his team some new ideas.
He'll take it from the 1. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Lions taking the field now, coming off a good drive. Last time they had it, they ran the ball with great effect, and the end result was a touchdown.
I've talked to many defensive players in the NFL over the years, and there's one thing that you...
And they take him down. It's all about decision-making now as they work out of the hurry-up offense.
Yeah, it's really up to the quarterback. Make sure to watch the clock, don't get a sack, and don't get tackled in bounds. Make sure you give the message to all your teammates.
And now Ryan's going to take off. And it's incomplete. Neither offense able to pull away in a first half that saw two defenses matching each other step for step. Larry Ridley coming up next to break down this first half.
This is the 49ers offense. They're going to run the ball. 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 They're going to run
Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the third quarter underway as these teams take the field. The Lions defense, where was it the last time? They could not stop the pass.
Well, they were trying. I mean, they were working as hard as they could, but, hey, this group they're going against on offense, they're pretty good.
First down at the 22. Throws the pass. The reception by Antonio Brown.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
Roethlisberger's now completed his last 7 passes. Roethlisberger finds Miller.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
First down and 10. The Steelers get a first down.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
The Steelers take it from the 33. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete. Just 33 yards to go to the end zone. Ben Roethlisberger will take the snap out of the gun. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Martavis Bryant makes the catch. Gonna take it home for the touchdown.
It was a short route by the receiver. He catches it and goes all the way down the field and scores a touchdown. And the quarterback looks at the coach and goes, hey, it was a heck of a throw.
The point after. Try is in the books. Sean Sweezum readying his team for the kickoff. Makes the catch at the 7. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. First down at the 25. It's Britt coming down with it. And Woodley in on the tackle. With a minute to go in the third quarter, it's second down. Matt Ryan under center. The Lions from the 32. Third down now. The Lions lineup, split backfield. Ryan takes it from the gun. Britt's got it, and a first. The final 30 seconds of the third quarter, and it's a first down. Now first and 10. Gates is there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. Ducks out of bounds. Not a whole lot of scoring here as we welcome you back to the action. Coming to the line at the 27. Time in this one's running out, and the defense knows it needs another stop. Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
This game is not over, but the quarterback knows that time is short, and his team must do something. Intercepted! Going to take it the distance. The 20, the 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play, what a run.
You got to love that from your defense. They take a chance, they get the interception. Not only do they do that, they return it a long way for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. The Steelers getting ready to kick it off. They're setting up the return. And he'll step out. That return's good for about 21. The Lions are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Matt Ryan will be taking this one from the gun. The Lions take it from the 23. And that'll close the gap. Well, with that touchdown, we are now poised for what could be a thrilling finish to this game.
Oh, I think it will be. It's setting up that way. You said it. And what you have done, you have put a lot of pressure on the opponent's offense. Can they go out there and sustain a drive and make plays? We're going to find out.
Ball is out. Picking up the fumble, and now he's on the move.
Well, one of the reasons why you put your fast guys on the kicking team because you want them to run down there and hit the returners hard. That was a great hit, causes the fumble, and they recover.
Ryan from the gun. Gets his feet down right near the chalk.
The Lions had a nice play designed that time and pulled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
Ryan's completion percentage, 60% on the day. From the gun. Throws it toward the sideline, and what a catch.
The Lions did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you know, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Lions now completed 4 in a row. We've hit the 2-minute warning in the second half. Coming out of the 2-minute warning, and the offense trying to race down the field and win this game. 2nd and goal from the 5. Lions are in for the score. There's still plenty of time left on that clock, but the offense finishes off the drive with the touchdown pass, and now it's going to be up to the defense to hold up and force overtime.
Yeah, it was an awesome job by the offense getting that touchdown, Jim, and you're right. The defense, they got to get psyched up here and come out and do their part and stop the opponent's offense.
No return this time, and Roethlisberger will come back out at the 20. The Steelers offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Well, let's look at it from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so far has worked.
Roethlisberger and Miller with that combination. So right into the hurry-up offense they go into this 2-minute situation.
Yeah, these guys, all these pros, they've been doing this stuff since they were in high school running the 2-minute offense, so I know they're ready for it.
Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. The Steelers snap it at the 41. Has the reception all alone. The Steelers have saved all 3 of their timeouts for here in the 4th quarter. They're in the hurry-up mode. The Steelers snap it at the 41. Stands in the pocket. Very nearly intercepted. Second down following that incompletion. Quarters formation here for the defense. Scans the field. Taking off. Tackles made, and the first down is picked up. The Steelers signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. We are tied, and this game has less than a minute to go. 1st and 10. Bell's taking the handoff. The Steelers now move the chains. The Steelers will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on 1st down.
Breaking huddle at the 14-yard line.
Teams in the NFL spend about 30-40% of their time all week long practicing plays in the red zone. So there's a lot they can do here. Let's see if they come up with something that works.
The Lions in a tie game will call a timeout. They clearly want the ball back with a chance to do something. The Lions have their backs against the wall, but they want to try and find a way to stand tall here late in this tie game. The Steelers head to the line. They've got 1 timeout left here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 2nd down and 8. Bell's marked down after a gain of 4. The Lions will, of course, call the timeout now to stop the clock. This will be the 8th play of this drive. Looks like they're in press coverage here. Bell's going to secure the handoff. Gets about 4 yards that time. The field goal unit now has a chance to give them the lead here late in the 4th. The Steelers lined up for what should be the deciding kick. It's been an unbelievable game to this point, and now they can win it right here. And he converts here on the field goal try. The Lions are ready to receive the kick. He'll have a chance to take off. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. And this, it would seem, is the possession that will decide this football game. This is the guy right here who lives for a moment like this.
Oh, he does. This moment, think about this offense, how much talent this quarterback has. And they have an offense that's so diverse. They have so many plays. I feel sorry for the defense in a situation like this.
Wow, what a catch.
You fight your guts out, and then you come up short. How in the world do you quarrel with this on the inside?
You know, it's so tough. When you lose a close game, you just sit down, you think about what you did during that contest? Could I have done something differently where it would have changed the outcome? And I'll tell you what, the answer usually to that is yes.
For Phil Simms.
Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Lions take the field here knowing the home crowd is behind them, so they should be plenty motivated to put together a strong performance here tonight. The question is going to be, can this defensive play? If they can do that, they should have enough to get by. So let's go now to Detroit, Michigan, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
We're underway here. Takes off from the 5. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The offense is led by the quarterback who has virtually every Steelers franchise record for passing, Ben Roethlisberger.
Well, when you talk about Ben Roethlisberger, look, he's so accomplished for a quarterback in the NFL, never gets the credit he deserves. And I'll say it one more time, one of the best throwers of the football in the NFL.
The Steelers have it at the 29.
And Tillman can't quite pick it off.
For the offense, he came out of Central Michigan as a 6th-round pick and has turned himself into a top-flight receiver in Antonio Brown.
All you hear about Antonio Brown, besides the talent he has on the field, is how hard he works. When you work that hard and you got some talent, look out, you're going to get it done on the field.
Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun.
Did not get both feet down.
And here's a look at the defensive unit that'll be looking to halt this offense today. Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger set, empty backfield. From the gun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
What we're seeing so many times now in this league is the tight ends are getting so good that they have to condense the pass coverage to make sure they stop them, and it's opening up the wide receivers to have a better chance to catch the football.
Bell's handed the football. Brought down right at the 50. Trying to establish the run, but there's nothing there here at the start.
Well, they didn't pick up many yards that time, no doubt about it, but that's a bad job by the running back. He picked the wrong side to run to. Nobody was blocked from the side he went to.
The ball is jarred loose.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
Third and 9. Heaving it down the field. Puts a hand. Oh, he made the catch. He caught it with one hand.
What must it be like to be able to go down there and make a play like that? How about it? One-handed catch? That was special.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Bell's got it on the handoff. And Wolf in on the tackle. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Bell in the backfield. Single back set.
False start, offense.
And now, after the penalty, it's 2nd down and 15. Gets it again. Bell, right side. And that's a gain of 10.
Le'Veon Bell is turning into that franchise running backs. Catches the football. This time in the red zone, he shows that power, running the football and picking up a good gain.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Dropping back 3. What a way to start the game. First possession touchdown.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
He made it. Roethlisberger certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. He's got a chance to return this one. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. Ryan's heading out now. He'll, of course, be leading this offense today. The Steelers' defense now is going to go nickel. Ryan's going to take it from the gun. It's Gates with the reception. So they complete one, and still it's 2nd down.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Looking to go down the field here. Nice catch. First down following the long play. Ryan's got it in the gun. And Jackson can't hold on that time. One player who hopes to apply pressure today is linebacker Lamar Woodley.
When he is healthy, he can still get it done. Big, strong, can come off the edge, and that's what this defense needs. They need somebody to pressure the quarterback.
Second and 10. Going deep. And it's knocked down.
Well, this is an easy call right now for the offensive coordinator. He knows the situation of the football game, so you give the quarterback a nice, safe play to run right here.
The Lions have to get to the 25 to move the chains. Looking across the middle. And Gates is tackled down after a gain of 10. The Lions will take the snap from the 25. The grab is made by Jackson. And in for the touchdown.
Like a hustle, bad tackling, you name it. They allowed the short throw and catch to go all the way down the field for a score.
An extra point is good. And there's not a bad seat in the house here at Ford Field in downtown Detroit. That's a touchback. The ball will be spotted at the 20. The Lions defense comes onto the field after surrendering a touchdown on the last drive.
Well, they're hoping for better results. No question about that, Jim. They got to come out. They got to hustle. There was not enough hustle last time. And the number one key for all defensive teams is play hard.
Way to call him out there, partner.
Hey, that's what I do. I like to call him. The Steelers offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play. But what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
2nd and 12. Third down. The Steelers at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Looking at every option. Got drilled as he throws it. Phil, if that first quarter was any indication, this is going to be all about defense today.
Well, it's a great start by both defenses, Jim. I'm not going to question that. You know what happens a lot of times in games like this? As the defense stays on the field, it gets a little tired. That's when the offenses take over. We'll see if these defenses can hang in there today.
Looking for a lane on the return. Gains 12. The Lions offense coming back onto the field after a touchdown drive the last time they had it, and they certainly attacked that secondary and got there via the pass.
Well, Jim, let me ask you this. How would you like to be the defensive coordinator right now? Because you're over there, you don't know what's going to happen. No matter what you call, you feel like, hey, the quarterback's hot. He's probably going to beat what we're trying to do.
Coming up, 2nd down. We're moving in on the 2-minute warning. One more snap first. The catch is made. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. Welcome back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Lions back in shotgun formation. Out of the pocket. Looking long. On target. First down. Offense readying for the snap. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Incomplete. Kenny Britt was the intended receiver.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time, he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
2nd and goal from the 2. Wide to the left. Breaks the plane. Touchdown.
Oh, man, the defense is going to be mad about this. They were thinking run. They had the defense called. It was right. But they're not able to stop the surge by the offensive line, and they let the running back get in there for the TD.
The Steelers set to return the kick. Williams is on his way back out there, and his typical contributions have been absent from this offense for the better part of this first half.
I'll admit the defense is playing spectacular. They are all over the place. They're aggressive. They're fast. So the offense has to counter, maybe do some counter runs, take advantage of the fact that the defense is being so aggressive.
You know, I get about one spectacular out of you a year, so there it was.
Yeah, let's be spectacular.
Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Second down and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. That's reception number 2 for him.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
Two hands on the football and has the catch. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see him drop a pass.
Roethlisberger's completion percentage, 50% on the day. First down on the way. Roethlisberger from the gun.
Incomplete as he was looking short.
Not too often you see that in the NFL, a throw that bad. The receiver had no chance of making that catch.
Second and 10.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's third and long, and you're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
The Steelers will look to get to the 45 to pick up a first down.
Third down and 10.
And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down.
Steelers really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
And the punt is kicked out of bounds.
And Wallace taking the field here, and he hasn't been the primary focus of their passing game today, somewhat surprisingly, but they haven't needed him.
I think it's caught the defense off guard. They were expecting him to be the primary focus, and they put all their efforts into stopping him. That's worked, but they forgot there's other players out there who can get it done, and I know this team is just, even though they're not getting the football to their star wide receiver, they're winning, and that makes you happy.
Got hit on release. Second down coming up.
The Lions come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation.
And now Ryan's going to take off. Intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
What a place to start for the offense.
The Steelers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Second down coming up. Roethlisberger standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Makes the play. The Steelers are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. Stepping up to the line at the 6-yard line. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Looks like a false start on the offense.
False start, offense.
Roethlisberger comes out in the pistol. First and goal. Le'Veon Bell has the catch. This will be second down. Press coverage all the way.
Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch. This will be interesting to see how the defense plays this situation. They're up a touchdown. Will they be aggressive or play it safe? I know one thing. If they give up 3 points, they'll be very happy.
And he puts it through for 3. And that should put them a little more at ease come halftime.
Yeah, I think it will. I think it gave them a confidence boost, and they gained confidence. On the other side, I think they lost confidence because of that field goal.
Sean Sweezum readying his team for the kickoff. And he'll start his return. Tackles made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. We've reached halftime, and we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. And the tackles made right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers defense finds themselves trailing here, Phil, but a stop right out of the box to start the second half could swing the momentum for their side.
It could, Jim. You know, at halftime when your team is losing, usually on the offensive side, they're going, okay, guys, let's do this and that. On the defensive side, it's all about yelling, give us more energy, play harder, be tougher. So that's what I expect from the defense right here.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. They better hurry to get the snap. The Steelers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel for a gain of about 5.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
3rd and 5 still to go, even after that last completion. The Lions need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. Ryan takes it from the gun. Gets away from the pressure. Going for the home run. The pass is off the mark, and that's a 3 and out. Needing 5 to move the chains. The Steelers lined up in the nickel. The Lions will take the snap from the 30. Britt's going to pull in the bullet pass. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. First down here. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Airing it out. This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down. And now they'll try over again on second down. The Lions at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Ryan from the gun. Down the field. Clutch catch.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
We head to the fourth quarter, and it's still anyone's game. We're coming down to the wire in this one, and we're back in just a moment. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The defense needs a big stop here in order to give the offense a chance as we're running low on time in this one.
Ryan's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. They hurry to the line of scrimmage. Leading and with possession of the football, a good place to be at this point in the game. Makes the grab. Touchdown. Early in the fourth, and they look to have seized control of this one with that touchdown.
Well, I think they did. Now it's up to the defense. Go out there and shut the opponent's offense down. If you do that, this game is in the bag.
Ryan's going to watch his defense come out here in a moment. He was good for over 70 passing yards on that last touchdown drive. The Steelers set to return the kick. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Lions' defense on that last series may have taken some positives out of only allowing a field goal.
Well, listen, I think 3 is better than 7. No question about that when you're talking about the defense. But they got some corrections to make. I think they did it on the sidelines, and this time they're looking to go out there and get a 3 and out.
And that pass is just thrown away. Second down. The Lions with a nickel look here on defense. The catch by Bell. Cushing's the one who made the big stop.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Out of the gun. Brown's got the catch and the first. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Just 2 minutes left of this one. We're back now for the end of the fourth quarter. First down. Pressure on every snap now. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. Secures it with 2 hands. A foot race to the end zone. Touchdown.
Nothing like it for a quarterback, I'll tell you that. I loved it. Throw a little short pass and just root your guy on and watch him score a touchdown. Pretty exciting stuff.
Bell's going to take the hand up. Got the touchdown. Got the 2-point conversion. People love to go for 2 in this game, don't they?
Well, they do. And you know what? Now I guess you and I just can't sit here and blast the coach for a bad decision. When you pick up the 2 points, you can't complain about what they're trying to do.
Fields the football at the 3. He's tackled right at the 36. That return's good for about 33. The Lions head back onto the field with their offense. We're going to see if they can keep the scoring onslaught going as we've seen touchdowns on consecutive possessions here, Phil.
Jim, these teams are so hot. And when you're hot like this on the offensive side, you just look at the coach and say, keep sending them in because we're going to make it work.
Empty backfield look for Ryan here. Lamar Woodley able to get to him. He's got the sack. That leads us to second down. Quarters formation here for the defense. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. He's hit as he throws it. After the incomplete pass, it's third down.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
They immediately call for a timeout. Hecker is back now. He'll be punting. The Lions had a 4th down play coming up, but want to be sure about what they want to do here, so they burn a timeout. That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go.
The offense is still on the field here on 4th down, needing 6 for the first. Crucial play here. 4th down on the way. Lions going to take off with it. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. The Steelers will call for the timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point. The line of scrimmage, the 35.
This play set up by the long gainer.
Ryan takes it from the gun. Going for the deep ball.
The defender able to knock it away. Second down after the incompletion.
Ryan from the gun. Launches it down the field, but they can't connect. Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
It's a two-tight end formation.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Makes the catch in open space. That's his first reception today.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
All the way home, just in time, a late touchdown.
That may have been the clincher right there.
Yeah, what a game all day long. So exciting to end it like this late in the game. Man, you enjoy victories like this.
The point after is good. The Lions ready to boot the football down the field. Takes it from the 4, and here we go. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Lions defense takes the field, looking for the big-time stop that will ice this game, Phil. What do you think their mental mindset is here, as they know one stop gets them the W?
Jim, in a situation like this, you play defense the way you always play it. Don't change because of the situation of the game right now. The days of the prevent defense, they're over. Come out and do what you do best, and that's be aggressive.
Miracles do happen, but this team's going to need one probably to pull this off.
2nd and 8.
Heath Miller with the catch. Miller's still down, so we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. 3rd and 4 coming up. The Steelers need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. Roethlisberger's going to take the snap from the shotgun. He's got the catch. That's reception number 4 for him. Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way.
Good job by the offense here, Jim. Be in a hurry-up mode. You have no timeouts left. You need to get this play clock stopped.
2nd down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way.
2nd down and 10.
Can't hold on here as it goes incomplete.
And this is a crucial 3rd down play coming up.
The Steelers have it at the 44. Down the field. The ball is charged loose.
Going for it on 4th down. Back
at the line. They're going for it on fourth. The Steelers have it at the 44. Launching it deep. Who has it? It's the offense with the catch. Unbelievable.
Coach is going to have a hard time calling deep throws down the field when the quarterback shows he can't even get it out there. That time he underthrows the football badly.
The Lions offense is on the field for a victory bow. One kneel down, and then they can celebrate, Phil. What a feeling.
Yeah, it's got to be great for them, and what a difference. You look at them walking on the field, you can see the emotion, the body language, and look at the defense. Everybody head down, knowing all that work was for nothing because you did not win the game.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.